Right now on Jamaica News Page tonight, a reputed gang leader and alleged Don is shot and killed in a brazen attack just steps away from the Kingston Public Hospital. We're tracking the latest developments. Also developing tonight, panic at a call center as several workers rushed to the hospital following a suspected chemical exposure inside the building, and a Jamaican woman known for helping others killed in a tragic crash in Florida. Plus, there's good news tonight, a story of resilience and hope. From state care to self-sufficiency, one young man is now inspiring others after overcoming a challenging start in life. Welcome back to Jamaica News Page tonight, news that keeps you connected to what's happening across Jamaica. And we're powered by viewers just like you. Please click subscribe and tap the notification bell to stay connected. Thank you for joining us, and Sharon, Jamaica News Page tonight starts right now. We begin tonight with breaking news out of Kingston. A reputed gang leader and alleged Luke Lane Don, known as Danger, has been shot and killed in a brazen attack near the Kingston Public Hospital this afternoon. Jamaica News Page understands that the man was shot in a parking lot adjacent to the hospital around 4:50. He was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Another man was injured in the incident, but his injuries are not believed to be life-threatening. The circumstances surrounding the shooting remain unclear at this time, and police say investigations are ongoing. Now to a developing story in Trelawney. Take a look. An elderly man seen here being assisted by the police was allegedly struck by a transport authority bus earlier today in Falmouth.
That transport authority lick down man in a Falmouth. See there? Probably a run them a run down taxi man. Look there. Running probably a run down taxi man. See them there? See there? And lick down your old man. Look there. Can lick down your man. Yeah, boss lick him. You see boss almost a funny man. Almost run over him.
Up to news time, his condition remains unknown and police have not yet released an official statement. We'll of course bring you updates as more information becomes available. Also developing tonight in Kingston, several workers were rushed to hospital following a frightening incident at a call center in downtown Kingston. At least 6 employees at the Fusion BPO on Orange Street reportedly fainted after being exposed to a chemical odor inside the building.
Don't you know that my chest started tight up and then I fainted. I don't trouble with asthma.
The incident is believed to have been triggered by chemicals used during cleaning and carpeting work inside the facility.
We are not sure entirely as to what took place. We're assuming it was the fumes from the carpets. We don't know. Now I must tell you, Mr. Wright, that we have always installed carpets. I mean, we're always consistently doing upgrades to the facility, and ultimately this has never happened before.
Divisional Commander at the Jamaica Fire Brigade for Kingston and St. Andrew, Superintendent Patrick Gooden, says further assessments will be done to determine when employees can safely return to the building.
The team did an assessment of the premises and recognized, based on the evidence that was there, that it was unsafe for occupancy. And they advised the management that it would have been best to close down operations and allow for proper ventilation of the premises, after which a further assessment will be conducted to determine whether or not the environment is safe for occupancy again.
Also tonight, three sanitation workers have been charged with murder following the killing of a man in Montego Bay, St. James. The accused are 23-year-old Akimo Brooks, 39-year-old Miguel Whitelock, and a 34-year-old Delwayne Brown. The deceased, a 35-year-old Andrew Graham, otherwise called a Flipper, was found with a chop wound to the neck on March 18 and later pronounced dead at hospital. Following investigations, the three men were taken into custody and formally charged on March 24th. Their court date is now being finalized. Meanwhile, four members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force have been charged in connection with multiple incidents under investigation by the Independent Commission of Investigations INDECOM, with two officers now heading to trial and two others reaching a settlement through mediation. The officers, District Constable Sean McKenzie, Corporal Michael Anderson, and Constables Paul Banbury and Jason Hunter, all appeared before the St. Catherine Parish Court last Friday, March 20, in relation to three separate incidents. Indicom says District Constable McKenzie has been charged in connection with a firearm incident that occurred on November 6, 2023, along the Port Henderson Main Road in St. Catherine. Investigators allege that McKenzie discharged his firearm at a motor vehicle being driven by a civilian who was overtaking traffic at the time. Following a ruling by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, ODPP, McKenzie was formally charged with discharging a firearm contrary to the Firearms Act. The ODPP also recommended that disciplinary action be taken against him by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. He has since been bound over and his trial is scheduled to begin on July 9. Meanwhile, Corporal Michael Anderson is to stand trial on July 13 in relation to an alleged assault at the Spanish Town Police Station lockup on July 30, 2024. It is alleged that a complainant who was handcuffed at the time was struck in the neck while in police custody. Indicom says the allegation is supported by CCTV footage obtained during the investigation. Based on that evidence, the ODPP ruled that Anderson should be charged with assault. In a separate matter, Constables Paul Banbury and Jason Hunter were both charged in connection with an October 17, 2024 incident involving the assault of a male civilian in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Investigators allege that the complainant was struck multiple times across his body by the officers. Medical reports later confirmed injuries to his thumb, jawbone, and ribs. However, Indicom says the matter was resolved through mediation, with both officers agreeing to compensate the complainant a total of $255,000 to be paid by September. Indicom is also highlighting a broader trend, reporting that since January 2024, a total of 60 law enforcement officers have been charged in connection with incidents under its investigation. Of that number, 5 officers, including 4 members of the JCF and 1 correctional officer, have been charged so far this year. Turning now to news across our diaspora, 25-year-old Jofston Roy Filason, a Haitian-born resident of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, has been stripped of his U.S. citizenship after a federal judge found he defrauded COVID-19 relief programs of millions of dollars. Prosecutors say between April 2020 and May 2021, Filason submitted and facilitated dozens of fraudulent loan applications using false information about business revenue and payroll. Authorities say the scheme brought in approximately $3.8 million in relief funds, with Filason personally receiving more than $500,000. Authorities also say the fraud was carried out while he was in the process of applying for U.S. citizenship. During a sworn interview, he allegedly denied committing any crimes and was later granted citizenship in February 2021. He was subsequently charged, convicted, and in 2023 sentenced to more than 12 years in federal prison. Following that conviction, a federal court approved the government's request to revoke his citizenship, ruling that it had been obtained through deception. And still in Florida, a Jamaican woman known for her charity work has died in a motorcycle crash. 47-year-old Sheena Carty died on March 22 in Winter Haven. According to authorities, a 2013 Mercedes-Benz traveling south along Highway 17 attempted to turn onto Avenue O Southwest, but entered the path of a northbound 2006 Suzuki motorcycle being driven by Carty. She was thrown from the bike. First responders found her unresponsive with severe injuries. She was taken to hospital where she was later pronounced dead. Investigators say Carty was not wearing a helmet at the time. The driver of the Mercedes, whose identity has not been released, sustained minor injuries. Carty, who emigrated from Hanover, was described as an experienced motorcyclist who often shared her rides on social media. But she's also being remembered for her impact beyond the road. She founded the Facebook group Jamaican Madhouse, using the platform to raise funds and support Jamaicans in need, assisting the critically ill and helping to feed hundreds. The incident remains under investigation. And before we go tonight, a story of resilience and hope. One young man is proving that your circumstances do not define your future. Anthony Harriet, who was raised in state care, is now carving out a promising and independent life. Harriet was removed from his parents' custody at just 3 years old, along with his siblings, because the environment was not suitable for care. They grew up at the SOS Children's Village in Stony Hill, St. Andrew. He says while his early years began in uncertainty, life in state care provided structure, support, and a sense of family. He shared that he saw the house parents as mommy or aunt and the other children as his brothers and sisters. Harriet admits he was once hesitant to say he came from state care, but encouragement from mentors helped him shift his mindset. He said, "Someone told me it's not anything you did that landed you here, and that stuck with me." He went on to pursue tertiary education, earning a degree in business administration with a focus on information systems management from the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean. He also gained real-world experience through job readiness programs and even participated in a work and travel initiative in the United States. After leaving state care in June 2025 at age 22, Harriet is now employed, self-sufficient, and giving back, mentoring other young people still in the system. Reflecting on the broader child protection system, Harriet believes continued support is essential for children in care, particularly in preparing them for independence. The former award's message to those currently in the system: you're in state care now. It's nothing you have done. Just work hard. You have ability just like anybody else. When you finish the work, you see where you earn your rewards. Such a powerful message. Keep thriving, Harriet. And that's the news on Jamaica News Page tonight. What a great story. It's news that keeps you connected to what's happening across Jamaica, and we're powered by viewers just like you. We've got special rewards just for you. When you become a Jamaica News Page member, you'll unlock these special rewards you love, including a loyalty badge next to your name in the comments, shout outs for your birthday, anniversaries, other special moments, and just so much more. Joining is easy. Just click subscribe, then click join, and choose to become a Full Star or Full Elite member right now. That's it, simple and quick. A link to join has been posted in the comments. Please leave a comment so we can welcome you with a shout out. Thank you for joining us and Sharon, and also thank you for watching Jamaica News Page tonight. We'll see you in the comments, and be sure to join us again for more news. From all of us here, good night.